I grew up in a dysfunctional family, so I didn't really know what to expect or what was, normal or what would be a good, healthy marriage. And so my prayer was and hope would be to have a strong marriage that was centered around the Lord. And he really brought that in my life when I met Brian. When I got pregnant with Eden, being my third child, I thought I knew what I was doing. But when we found out about her genetic heart condition, everything I thought about the experience was totally different. She was rushed to the NICU after, and then had to be medevac to Seattle Children's for monitoring. And we were there for 5 days, and they said that her heart condition was stable and mild. And so we were just overjoyed and rejoicing in the fact that we felt that God had healed her. So it was a total surprise when a month and 3 days later she passed. It was just a normal day. I thought the craziness has really begun with being at home with the three, and I hear on the monitor Eden start crying, and so I run upstairs and I figure, she needs a diaper change or something, and she's crying like normal. She hates it. And then once I was finished with that, I picked her up, and then I noticed her cry started to change. Like she couldn't catch a full breath, and I didn't know what was going on, but I think panic kind of started to set in, and I knew something was wrong. God really placed us in an amazing neighborhood. 2 of my neighbors were there for me when the ambulance arrived. I felt like they would fix it, I don't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was wrong. All I could see was that she was struggling with breathing, and I thought if I gave a living, breathing, heart-beating baby to a professional, they could fix it. And that was the last time I saw her alive. And the rest of the day was just the worst day of my life. Our neighbors drove Brian and I to the ER at Seattle Children's, and we just watched them work on her. It felt like an out-of-body experience. And then finally, the ER doctor there announced that they had to stop working on her. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And my husband started screaming her name and said, "Don't stop." And he ran up to her and started doing chest compressions. They still don't know why she passed. They don't know if it was the heart condition. I'm not sure why God allowed me to go through so much in my life, but honestly, I look back and see all those times when I have to be the deepest and sweetest and most wonderful times that I've had with God. I feel like I had to be brought through that hardship to discover really the heart of Him and how He loves me so much and how He loves everyone. I'm still very much working through my grief. I think I will be for the rest of my life. But it's brought a deeper faith and walk with the Lord for me. I see the world in a whole new light. I was praying before I even gave birth to Eden that what I really needed was to pray for a greater intimacy with God. And so that's what I prayed. And He really answered that prayer by bringing me Eden. And as I was journaling, I just started weeping because I truly felt like he's brought me back to the Garden of Eden, where there's wholeness and oneness with God.